bring in Oliver Sloup of Blue Line Futures, and he hails from Chicago. We'll talk about the market action here a little bit. Oliver, a little volatility, that is, I guess, to be expected as we get into the middle of the growing season here. But what do you see driving the markets ahead of the WSDA report tomorrow morning?
Well, I would have expected this tomorrow afternoon post the USDA report, but the volatility came a little bit early, and the bulls certainly getting a little bit of a gift here. Looking at the July corn market, we were looking at what's transpired in this June report since 2012, and the average trading range is about 3% or 24 cents for this July contract. So that's exactly what we're seeing today, which is typically seen tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be really interesting to see if the bulls can get some follow through. We're just kind of retracing that breakdown point from May 27th and May 31st. If the bulls can get a friendly USDA report tomorrow, close out above 780, there's not a whole lot of technical or psychological resistance until we get to that psychologically significant $8 level.
What are you going to be looking at first? Are you going to be looking at the crop production estimates? Or are you going to be looking at carryouts or what?
Well, it depends if you're looking at old crop or new crop. We're going to try to absorb all the information as fast as we can. I'm sure the computers will probably beat us to it. And a lot of times we're watching how the market reacts. Tell us if this information is priced in or not, because sometimes you get a bullish report, the market doesn't quite react that way, and that would be a fundamental rejection. So that's going to be something we're keeping a close eye on, is how the market reacts. And we know the funds have been reducing some of their net long exposure here over the past couple of weeks, obviously buying that back here in the last couple of sessions. But a fundamental rejection could lead to additional long liquidation. So something we're keeping a very close eye on here as we continue forward. As you had mentioned, weather going to be a very important factor. So once we get 5 minutes past this report, it's all eyes back on the weather.
So do you think the wheat is actually holding together relatively well with harvest approaching and increasing in intensity now?
The wheat it's doing all right. It's kind of just taking a back seat to what's been going on in corn and soybeans here this week as it tries to find its footing. We keep failing against that psychologically significant $11 handle for that Chicago contract, but if we can get out above there, I think the market could start to play some catch up, potentially make a run back at 11.50.